Hey everyone, welcome back to the Best Rivals podcast. It's Julia.
And I'm Brianna.
And today we're going to talk about life.
I'm going to start with a little life update I have. Yeah? Are you excited to hear it?
Yeah, very excited.
Okay. So, this weekend, on Saturday, it was pouring rain out, and I just got home from work. Not that anyone cares about that irrelevant detail. But it was raining, and, I really wanted to go on a run, even though it was raining. So, I put a hoodie on, put the hood over my head, closed myself into my little space, my little cocoon, and I went on a run. And, I'm never going to pass up the opportunity to go on a run in the rain again, because it was the best run I've had in, probably the whole year. It was really fun. I was smiling the whole time. I'm probably looking insane to the cars driving by. What about you, Julia? Any updates?
Guys, breaking news. They are putting a Cane's in Madison, near the college. And in last episode, I was like, man, guys, if there was one reason I'd go to... Okay, there are other reasons, but if there's one big reason why I'd go to University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, it'd be because there's Cane's there. But now there's a Cane's at Madison, and I think it's going to open up this summer, just in time for me to come in the fall and go there every single day. I kid you not.
That's crazy. If they would have put that on their marketing, maybe you would have been right away.
You know what? As a marketing major, I'm just kidding. I'm not in college yet. But as a marketing major, definitely, a loss on their...
That's an opportunity cost right there.
It is. They're really losing.
Shout out AP Econ. Today, or not today, when was this? This was also the weekend. A lot was happening on the weekend. I was kind of going through a little existential crisis. So I watched this YouTube video, right? That was titled something like Adult Problems That Nobody Prepared You For. And this girl started going off about how life is a game. If you convert currency, basically, if you convert dollars to points, everything we do is for points. You work a job, which is like the game, to earn more points to level up, which is like purchasing things in life.
Sims IRL.
So that kind of hit a little hard because it's just kind of scary. I understand how some people would like that lifestyle because they get comfort through that routine. But it just kind of scared me in the fact that I really hope I am able to not do the same thing every day. I'm able to break out of that.
Yeah, everything is quantified by how much money you have. Honestly, time too.
Yeah,
time is the most valuable thing, more valuable than money, I'd argue.
Time is so limited, and the fact that they calculated the hours too, how many hours in your life you spend doing each, how many hours you spend doing chores, how many hours you spend all this stuff versus spending time with your family and friends. And that hit me. I was like, what am I doing?
Good thing we're racking up the hours podcasting.
Yeah, racking them up with the valuable podcast.
Yes.
And then that also got me thinking about the game of life, the board game, how scarily accurate it is. I feel like a lot of people in life do go through that pattern in the game of life. Your little car, you move through the stages, you get the little family, you roll the dice, and you're like, ooh, now I got 6 kids. You got to get an extra car so the kids can follow you around. So, yeah, I was just kind of scared this weekend.
Also with, the game of life and, relating to money, it's, the whole world is driven by money. If you don't have money, then you can't do this or that. People, associate that with happiness, too. Do this to be happy. But it's, sad when, say you just want to go live in the mountains or go live by the beach. You need money to do that, and then you need a job to do that, which makes sense. But it's also disappointing that you can't just do what you love, and that's why you have to find a job that's you're passionate about, so that you're not stuck in a 9-to-5 that you hate, and you come home and you're just what did I do with my life to lead me here?
And why is everything so constructed, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like there's a certain path that you're expected to follow, or that you're praised if you follow it. Mm-hmm. Kind of the go to college, get married, have kids, have a 9-to-5, and live that perfect life, which nothing against people who do that, because I definitely see the appeal in it, but I don't know, it's just...
Yeah, and that's probably what my parents... That is what my parents are doing. They work their 9-to-5, and then they have children, me, and then that's their life, which that's the life I want,
But it also might be a naive way of thinking. I don't know, because I feel
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of younger people generally think that way, and then I don't know if it's they just get hit with reality. Because you have to, the reality is, like we said, money runs the world, and you have to pay for everything. Like, you have to pay for car insurance, life insurance, like, all these bills, like, all these random costs that add up. Like, if you look around, you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
So,
everything comes with a price.
yeah.
Relating to that, I remember this one time I was visiting my uncle. So what he like does like favors for other people, like say they need like, I don't even know, like a fence like painted or something. He'll do it. And then he doesn't get paid for it. They like do like favors for each other. So like I don't know what he did for this one person, but he was like, "Oh yeah, they owe me like a free massage or something." And they're like a massage, that's their job. They're like a, what is it called? A masseuse. It was like cool to see that like not like in that town or in that area or in their friend group even, it was like they were like trading favors around to each other instead of like just money. Like obviously they could have paid him to paint the fence, you know, but it was like different. Like they were like actually like doing more than just an exchange for money. It was more of like an exchange for like favors, and I was like, that was really interesting.
Yeah. In a way, even though they're calling them like favors, I feel like that's just like a way to show that they care. Like it's not just like, thanks for doing that, here is this.
Yeah.
Like it's like actually giving them something that they're like skilled in.
Their time.
Return. Yeah.
It's their time again. They're giving their time up for whatever they can do. Like kind of like AP Econ again, like whatever their comparative advantage is, like what they specialize in. It's like they're going to specialize their time in this to benefit you, and then you'll benefit, or you'll do what you specialize in to benefit them. And it's more than just money. Yeah.
Time is money.
Time is money.
And I feel like time is ticking. Like, I mean, I shouldn't be saying that because we're only 18, but like it's been going by so
and
fast.
time is ticking. Because like even now, like I'm like thinking about like, how am I going to save up for retirement? Like, why am I thinking about retirement when I'm 18? Like, that's the question I have.
That's sad that it has to come to that we have to think about that.
Because, like, am I already saving up for my retirement? Yeah, I have a Roth IRA, which, like, every month my money gets put in, which is probably a good thing, considering I like to spend all my money on food. But still, it's like I'm already saving up to retire in, 50 years?
Assuming, like, knock on wood, obviously.
Assuming I retire at 68, which I have no clue what my course of retirement or what will get me there. Yeah, I don't know what my career will be either. I don't even know what my major will be, and that's next fall. So
it's crazy that we have to think about all these things and make all these big decisions, which is obviously also really exciting and like a fun time in our lives, but it's just interesting how there's so much pressure to make these huge life-changing decisions.
Yes, and that goes back to time again, because it seems like with time running out, it's like you want to make the right decision so you can stay, like, not ahead, but like you can stay with society. But then if you make a wrong decision or something like that, not even wrong, like say you major in something and you're like, no, I don't even want to major in this, and you switch your major, you lost, obviously you probably had a good time or you learned a lot from other classes and stuff like that, but you lost that time that you could have been taking classes that were specific to your major. So then you'd probably be graduating later, then you'll be getting into the workforce later, and everything is later because of those decisions we're making when we're 18.
Yeah, and this could be like a negative way of thinking about it, like loss of this, loss of that, but it really is, like, it really applies.
Yeah, and I am excited for like next year and everything, like, but it's just that fear of making the wrong decision that's like, I really hope I'm doing what's right.
Oh, definitely.
Because it'll affect my whole life.
But at the same time, though, there's like so many people who have majored in something and that's not what they end up doing as their career. You can really take your life in any direction you want to take it in. You're not defined by what you major in, or you're not defined by where you go. Like,
yeah. But like, not that I want to major in multiple things, but there's definitely multiple things that I'm like interested in and would do a possible career in, but like there's no possible way for me to like major in all of these things, you know,
or even like explore, I guess, because it's like each additional class you're paying money, like a lot of money. So you want to be obviously smart with your money and time.
And I mean, I hope I start like actually, like, obviously things are different in college, but I hope I actually start doing my like schoolwork right now. But it's really the bare minimum, and maybe that's because like it's second semester senior year. I better start paying attention.
I think that also just goes down to doing something you're passionate about. Because today was a really rough day for me, because as I was just walking the halls, I swear I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. Nothing is super inspiring to me. Like, nothing's checking that box. So it's just really hard for me that I hope in college I'll be motivated and inspired to be able to learn every day, because obviously it's like a great opportunity. My current classes, at least for this specific day, because we alternate, we have like a block scheduling, just aren't really, I don't find learning fun anymore.
I think there's like 2 classes this year that actually like engaged my interest, and I was like, wait, I actually like what we're learning about, and that would be AP Econ again. Specifically macro. That class, I don't know why, but it was so intriguing to figure out how the world works, and it's like how the world works with money. Like, it's just nothing that I'd ever think about, on my own. Like, I would never be just thinking about like, oh, like how does,
like, why can't we just print more money and then have more money?
yeah, like appreciation, depreciation, like, I don't know, there's just like much more thinking behind it than you think, and it's like, and it makes sense, which is really interesting. And then the second class was also statistics. I don't know why, but I really like statistics class. I think the parts where it incorporates, like, because I think I've done like research projects throughout high school, and I really like the data side of it. Like, I hated writing every single paper.
For me this year, I am really glad I took sports marketing, because not only is our class really engaging, because all like the other students in the class, we all talk, and like the class is a really good environment, as well as the stuff we learn. It's just really interesting to learn how the different types of marketing for NBA teams and stuff like that, like zeroing in on a specific team and looking at their website and like seeing how they do it all. Just the little things that I don't think I would have really noticed before. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, obviously this is marketing, but it's cool to look at like the specific aspects.
Yeah, and I think that like goes with marketing too, like the marketing class. I took it last semester, and I think you took it last year.
Yeah.
And like that class was, well, mine was virtual, yours was in person, but my class, I think it would have been better if it was in person, but it was still like very cool to see like the thinking behind how they get you to buy things.
Which is crazy that everything is centered around buy, money, money.
You know what? That's why I'm going into marketing, guys, because there's always a market for marketing, period.
Oh, did you make that one up on your own?
Yep, right on the spot.
Wow.
Does it make sense? I don't know, but we're gonna go with it.
There's always a market for marketing.
Yep.
Makes sense.
You know what? There was one time that ended up in the hospital. Do you remember that?
No. When?
Okay, so this was sophomore year English class.
What?
I was reading a book, and I felt really dizzy that day, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. And the class I had before was like math, and I was fine, and I just like ate some strawberries for breakfast in that class. This was prior COVID. And then when I got to that class, I was just like so out of it, and I don't know what it was. Like, I just like was staring at my book, and I could not read like everything, like the words on the page were moving like in waves, and I was like, this is not right. And then all of a sudden I just felt like crying, and I was like, because I felt bad. I don't even know, like I just was like I don't know, my whole body felt bad. So then I went up to like the teacher, and I was like, hey, can I go to the nurse? Like, I just need to go. So I literally just left, and then I got to the nurse's place, and thank God my sister like ended up coming there later, because I was trying to like figure out to like call someone to come pick me up, and I could not work my phone. Like, I literally couldn't. I was literally struggling to find the phone app and then like search the name of who I wanted to come pick me up. So when my sister got there, I was like I was so grateful that she came, because she was able to obviously call my mom and be like, hey, she needs to be picked up. And then I was just so out of it. All I could do was literally just like close my eyes, and then I just sat there until I got picked up. And then on the car ride to the like, I think it was just the emergency room, I ended up puking the strawberries out.
Do you think it was something in the strawberries?
No, I don't think so. I think
some pesticides.
I don't know. This was like kind of winterish. I think it was in winter. And I think I was, or it might have been fall actually, but I think I was severely dehydrated, and I think I had the flu. So that combination led me to, I don't know. But I had to get a shot in the butt. I don't know what it was. Nobody ever told me what it was, but that's what it was. But the thing is, like, I was struggling to walk too. Like, when I was in the building, like, I was struggling to walk, but then like everyone was like, you're like should be fine. So I just got I got an IV into my arm. Yeah, I kind of forgot this happened.
You never told me about this ever.
I thought you knew it happened. I don't know.
Nope.
Man, I really missed something with this one. Well, because I think some people were like wondering where I went or something.
That's scary. I'd be scared.
Yeah, I was too, because like I literally was like in my head, I was like, call whoever. But then like I could not get my body to do it. Like there was a disconnect.
Like an out of body experience, kind of.
Kind of. It was
That's
just like I was
scary.
like disconnected from my hands, sort of.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
But you know what? The nurse did give me a mint, which made me feel.
Oh, all better.
Yeah, I was like all fixed up after that. So.
Nice.
But yeah, that was sophomore year English. And that's it for today. Now you guys know all about what our outlook on the world is and how
Money.
What was our key phrase? Time equals money. And you also know about my going to the hospital experience sophomore year.
And you know that there's always a market for marketing.
And that's that.
Catch you guys next episode. Once again, you can follow us on Instagram at best.rivals. And you can listen to our podcast wherever you find your podcasts.
Yup.
Bye.
Bye.